Good morning, friends, and thanks for waking up with us on this Easter Sunday. I'm Monica Coleman. It's April 9th.
And I'm meteorologist Brendan Minchef, and we've got springtime weather today just in time for Easter.
A perfect day to maybe cook that Easter ham with the windows up. Get
definitely
that
windows open. Be outside today. Open windows, definitely.
Dinner outside.
Absolutely.
It's going to be a beautiful day, and Brendan will be right back in a couple minutes with your full weather forecast. But first, let's start this morning with a live look at Vatican City, where tens of thousands of people gathered as Pope Francis opened a celebration of Mass on Easter. Around the world, Jews, Christians, and Muslims gathered to observe Passover, Easter, and Ramadan, the three holidays which coincide this weekend. On this Easter weekend, a quiet community is still in shock and recovering from a violent standoff that killed one and sent three others, including a CHP officer, to the hospital. The standoff is also leading to new questions about the safety and purpose of serving warrants in the public. Arrest warrants are a part of everyday police. It's a good reminder that things like this, while unlikely, can happen anywhere. It's important to be prepared, but not paranoid. Experts compare it to how you drive, maybe. You can be aware of surroundings and plan for something to go wrong. New this morning, Stockton police are searching for a missing man. Take a look at your screen. With this year's snowpack more than 200% of average for this time of year, state officials are worried that roaring rivers could be more dangerous than usual as that snow melts. We've already seen a number of rescues across our area this spring. If you would like to help fund the work of the Drowning Accident Rescue Team, May 4th is a big day of giving. Your donations will help the team purchase new equipment and conduct training. Welcome back in. Let's talk dollars and cents, a weekly special report where we find answers to your money questions. Here at ABC 10, we stand for you. And we understand it's not always easy to know what to do in complicated financial situations. This morning, we are looking at California's disability insurance program and when you could apply if you expect to be unable to work. You can watch those videos anytime in English and Spanish. We have links to the SDI online application and EDD's contact information on our website, abc10.com. Coming up on ABC 10 Weekend Morning News, sports is next. The Giants and the A's did disappoint over the weekend. We'll talk about it next. Plus, how you can support local businesses and the Kings at the same time. Thanks, Kevin. I'll take it from here. Now that the Kings are officially headed back to the playoffs, some local businesses are finding ways to capitalize on the community feeling of pride. And if you're planning on going to the playoff game, you're going to need to look the part. There is still so much more to come on ABC 10 Weekend Morning News. First, life returning to normal in Roseville after the shooter took hostages, killing one of them. We have reaction from residents. Plus, they are found all over the state and play a very important part in agriculture, why California's rangelands are so vulnerable to climate change. We begin this morning with a developing story. At least one person is dead and nearly a dozen others hospitalized after a 13-year-old behind the wheel of a stolen car crashed into two others. Wreckage littering the intersection of College and Court Streets in Woodland, where it all happened. ABC 10's Luke Clary has the details. On this Easter weekend, a quiet community is still in shock and recovering from a violent standoff that killed one and sent three others, including a CHP officer, to the hospital. 130,000 people in the Natomas Basin will soon be a little safer and better protected from potential flooding. Reclamation District 1000 won the vote for their $96 million capital improvement project. ABC 10's Devin Truby has been out with the district since the start of the rainy season and saw firsthand the desperate need for repairs and new equipment. She gives us a look at what all that money is going towards. That was Devin Truby reporting. This approved capital improvement project will cost most single home families an additional $12 a year. Now to the latest on the abortion battle. When we think of abortion, we often think of a type of surgery, but the CDC says more than half of all abortions rely on medications. A new Texas ruling could dramatically change that, even in states like California, where abortions are legal. ABC Karina Mitchell reports. Every year, the federal government seizes money from suspected criminals, but what happens to all that cash? Brandon Lewis from our National Verified team looks into it. A familiar flower is in stores and churches right now. The Easter lily is a symbolic plant mentioned in the Bible. But did you know just one farming town in California is the source of a majority of the world's Easter lilies? For the past year, ABC 10's John Bartel has followed the people who grow them. In this morning's Backroads, he discovered there's much more to it than just picking flowers. Some folks in Roseville celebrated the Easter holiday weekend with a very fun family event. Families enjoyed yoga in the park and Easter egg hunts at Bev Bowes Park. I always say teachers do more than just educate our kids.
Absolutely.
They also are helping us raise them because it takes a village.